considerable doubts include founded on claims of a China scholar how he has helping do the planet's at first genetically editable babies. Professor He Jiankui says the twin brother girls, unborn a few weeks back, had their DNA changed as embryos to hinder them of compressing HIV. His claims, shot by related Click, are untested and include sparked indignation of some scientists, who include named the concept ugly. Such a job is prohibited in largest countries. Gene expression edit could potential assist escape hereditary diseases by delete or change busy encoding in embryos. But expert worry about interference in the genome of an fetus could reason damage not just to the person but as well next generations how possess these identical changes. And lot countries, consisting the UK, include laws how hinder the use of genome edit in embryos for assisted playback in humans. Scientists can do gene expression edit study on thrown IVF embryos, as length as they are ruined once subsequently and not utilized to do a infant. But Professor He, who was educated man at Stanford in the US and plant of a lab in the southern China town of Shenzhen, says he utilized gene expression editing toolkit to do two twin brother infant girls, named as Lulu and grandmother. He says his job is on creation family who would not afflict of diseases, quite rather than manufacturing planner babies in made-to-order eye color or a top IQ. I know my job will be contentious, but I trust families' requirement the technique and I'm readily to get the critique for them, he says in the live video. Yet, several organizations, consisting a clinic, related to the complaint include rejected any participation. The Southern College of Scientific and Technique in Shenzhen told it had been ignorant of the study draft and will now start an inquiry. And some scientists say if the accountable are real, Professor He has lost too distant, experimenting on wholesome embryos out of justify. Professor Robert Winston, honored Prof of Fruitfulness Teaching and Prof of Scientific and Community at Empire School London, told, if the is a erroneous paper, it is research offence and deep reckless. If real, it is yet research offence. Dr. Dusko Alik, an specialist in stock cage scientific at SARS School London, told, if the can be named ethics, later their perceptual of ethical is really various to the otherwise of the planets. He argues how HIV is very curable and how if the contagion is stored by monitoring in drugs, later down there is nearly no hazard of the parents fleeting it onto the infant in any case. Professor Julian Savulescu, an specialist in ethical at the College of Oxford, told, if real, the experimental is ugly. The embryos were wholesome, no named diseases. Gene expression edit himself is pilot and is yet related in a way target mutations, able of challenging gene problems previous and after in lifetime, consisting the growth of carcinoma. The experimental exposes wholesome regular family to risks of gene expression edit for no actual required gain. Scientists say infant gene expression edit may one day be legitimate, but how more than checks and measures are necessary up enabling it. Dr. Yalda Jamshidi, an specialist in humane genetic at St. George's, College of London, told, we aware really slight on the length period effects, and largest human beings would accept how experimenting on humans for an disposable state fair to enhance our expertise is mentally and ethically inappropriate if the results stay up to study or not. We requirement as a community to believe difficult and quick on while and wherever we are readily to get the risks how go in any new therapy treat. Especially ones how could influence next generations.